Hello, Maurizio. I wanted to show you I'm working on your NeXT Cube. And so I'm going to restart, and it seems to stall right as it gets to the reboot complete. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a version 5.2 card. And I've got one that has a floppy connection mount. You'll see that it's giving some parity errors here at the beginning. So with the floppy connector, it'll actually send power through the SD card. So you get those parity errors, it reboots. And the 68030 has some quirks because it's the early version of the motherboard as well as the operating system. So they did require termination power, I believe, from the power supply. And so what I'm going to do is I've also got a hard drive that I'm going to include. Hopefully this one's going to boot up as a backup for you guys. So you'll see it gets all the way through the boot process. It did boot once after it got to the boot complete. Got all the way to the login screen, but it's about 4 times slower than a 68040 processor. I bumped it up to 16 megs of RAM and the maximum 64 meg. Some more RAM would improve it. Right now you've got 16 1 meg sticks. From the factory, it's shipped with, I believe, 8 meg. So, because at the time, I believe 4 meg sims were about, in 1988 or 89, I believe they're about $400 for one 4 meg sim. So you were talking about, over $6,000 for 64 meg. So yeah, that's the price of RAM. Of course, everything's come way down, and now we're talking about 64 gigabytes of RAM in systems versus megabyte. So it's kind of neat, these old systems, and you'll see that it hangs right here at the end. So this will be video 1. Then I'm going to try it with the 5.2 card and see if that's my issue. Stay tuned.